Jonathan Bell writes, "Hey guys, great show. I was just wondering who you would like to see host the Oscars that never has before. RDJ would be my pick."
RDJ would be so good at hosting the Oscars. I definitely, actors and comedians are my first preference, people that actually know this industry. And we've seen it before with two people hosting. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, with Hathaway and Franco being the example. Oh, yeah. But then you see Golden Globes, Amy Poehler and Tina Fey. I would want them to host everything. They're so great together. The first person that comes to mind, which is obvious, is Kevin Spacey. He can sing, he can dance, he's an amazing actor, he's so talented, he's got charm, he's hilarious. Yeah. He could really keep the flow of the show going as well. And then my nerd heart would really like to see Michael Fassbender and James McAvoy hosted together, because I think, again, they have great chemistry, they're charming, they're funny, and they're sharp. And those are all the things you need to keep it moving.
And then you could have a skit with Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart.
Oh my God.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yes, please. Who comes to mind?
Tommy Lee Jones would be awesome. Joking.
We're going to give away some awards.
That would be
Good night.
The worst.
Someone's in front. Be quiet!
Would be the worst. He wouldn't do it, I don't think, but I would love to see George Clooney, because he's so charming, he's really smart, he's got Oscar cred behind him, and to me he's like modern day Cary Grant. He's got that old Hollywood style that I think works so well for the Oscars, but I doubt he would do it.
Love it. Dennis?
Well, before they announced Neil Patrick Harris for this upcoming one, I would have said him.
He's so good.
My personal choice would be Conan O'Brien.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's done the Emmys before, he's never done the Oscars, and he, for me personally, I don't need someone to dance and sing and all that stuff, because Conan doesn't really do that. I just need someone to be funny and that knows, what kind of things to say. So that'd be my choice.
Have you seen Conan dance? Because it is hilarious. Because he's so lengthy and tall, and it's so good. I love him. Sean?
I've always said for a long time George Clooney would be a good one, because my prerequisite is different from a lot of people's. I like seeing movie personalities host the biggest night of the movie year.
Don't need the songs and dances.
No, and sometimes that works. You mentioned the James Franco
and
thing.
Hathaway.
That was a debacle.
That was painful.
That was
and tried really hard.
Worse
and Franco did it.
And they tried.
Franco was stoned.
Yeah, like Ellen DeGeneres, I think, has been a car wreck both times she's hosted it. Things like that. But that's not to say, Johnny Carson wasn't a movie personality, and he hosted the Oscars. So, there are exceptions. I'm just saying my general starting point is my preference. Movie personality. RDJ is a great pick.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey, I'm on board. I'm totally, especially after last year's Oscars, when I think he was on Jimmy Fallon, and they just talked about the Oscars. This man knows. He's a film historian.
Yeah.
He's just incredible. He's an all-round entertainer, and George Clooney. So those would probably be my picks.
Billy Crystal is still king for me.
Oh, he's still the king, but he's done it before.
Close.
Yeah.
Not even close.
I also liked Steve Martin and Alec Baldwin when they did it. I like those two together.
And Hugh Jackman for his little stint. I just love Hugh.
I mean, I've said this joke 1,000 times, but every time it comes up, it's worth repeating. I remember the one year Steve Martin hosted the Oscars, and it was after Billy Crystal had hosted like 4 years in a row. And Steve Martin's opening joke that year, it's one of the funniest, it's not going to sound funny when I say it, but it was one of the funniest one-moment things I've ever seen in the Oscars. Steve Martin comes out and says, hosting the Oscars is like making love to a beautiful woman. I only get to do it when Billy Crystal's out of town. and that to me is like one of the funniest moments the Oscars I've ever seen.
I'm so excited. Oscars is like Christmas for movie fans.
Yeah, it is.
It really is.
It's so fun.
Christmas.
Hey everyone, if you like this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.